I've always felt so peaceful in water. My earliest memories are of being in the bath with my older brother. We grew up on the canal, so we're never that far from the stuff. I remember once I fell in and got under the water. I could see the light of the sun, but everything else was dark. The thumping in my heart increased as I panicked until all at once I stopped caring. Then my brother pulled me out of the water, into the world. I think I preferred it down there, in the water. Afterwards, even just staring at the water brought tranquility over me. I would go down there and just hang out for hours. It took the edge off of life when it got stressful. And life got pretty stressful for me. My home life was pretty bad. My folks weren't really around much. But for a long time that didn't matter as I had my brother. But after a while, even he got bored. He started to roll with some crazy guys from the Baptist thing. I had rumours about drugs and whatnot, but he wouldn't talk to me about anything. No one did really, and I didn't care. I felt weird with people, school stopped and everyone took the mick out of me. Well, actually, one person was nice. Amy was always nice. Well, most of the time. She made me feel calm like water. But even she deserted me, eventually, like everyone else. She was my first love and she dumped me for my most cruel tormentor. Now I really have nobody, and I want to make them sorry. I thought about killing myself, that would show them. I thought about how I could do it. I didn't want to shoot myself, it was too quick. It's like my throat was too messy, but then it hit me. The only place I felt calm was water. I felt at peace there. That's where I belong. It's my home. Yeah, water.
We are born, and the one thing we know is that we will die. Everything else we do is just a diversion from our destiny, and since all our actions are directed against the inevitable, they are absurd. And because we sense this absurdity, we experience irrationality. We, in the West, hopelessly committed to making sense of the world, cannot accept irrationality. The world does make sense. God does not play dice.
After an unprecedented spate of crime not seen before on these shores, the government has brought in sweeping changes into legislation passed by the Houses of Parliament that have seen drastic sentences measured out to convicted criminals. Those found guilty of the most serious crimes will be dealt the harshest of sentences.
I still remember the first day I met Amy. I was sitting by the canal looking out at the water and then I saw her. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. She had this long, luscious blonde hair, she had beautiful blue eyes, she smelled this lovely Chanel perfume. I was in love. I hadn't felt that alive since I fell in the canal. She sat down next to me and we just spoke for hours. I told her everything. I told her about John and the drugs. It was great. It felt like I was in water. Is it true? What? The rumours about the estate?
So I just come to see my brother and you're asking me about rumours?
I've just been hearing things. You know,
hearing what?
People talk around here.
And you don't listen to them. You're my brother, me and you are brothers, yeah?
Yeah, I knew Jack. We was best friends in primary school. Growing up, but like, he just went all proper weird one day, like, not like dip your chocolate in mayo weird, but like reading your book upside down weird, like weird.
Yeah, I know, pretty weird, right? But that is just who Jack is, isn't it? I mean, you can't judge someone because they are the way they are. But I just couldn't be friends with someone who was weird. At least not that weird anyway. I had to make a reputation for myself going into a new school. And Jack wasn't going to stop that from happening. I had to be the hero of my school. It was destined. And Jack knows it too. And that is why he couldn't sit with me at the lunchroom. And that is why I had to pick on him in the lunchroom, so that I could make my friends laugh. Yeah, and fair enough, yeah, I took his girlfriend. Yeah, and that was probably his last chance of ever having a girlfriend. What was a girl like that doing with a guy like him anyways? Everyone knows the hero always gets the girl. Everyone loves the hero, don't they? Jack's girl, right?
Cool.
Your name is Amy, no?
What, you speaking French? Are you French, babe? I like a girl who can speak 2 languages.
Non, non sei congolaise.
Ngape? Zape yi moko photo lingana.
Comment t'as parlé?
Comment moi c'est nangai? Photo lingana.
I love Jack.
You love me. Olinga kangai.
No.
What's funny?
Nothing.
Yaka.
Why?
Tokende.
Who?
Yeah, I live next door. Oh, my name's Alicia. I'm friends with John, Jack's brother. Well, was friends with John. I used to go around almost every weekend and.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
Parrot.
A carrot. You know, that was funny.
Yeah, very funny.
It is.
I can't stop laughing.
That's sarcasm. No, but I need to talk to you, like seriously.
It's about what?
Yesterday I was with my friend and a group of boys came up to us asking about you. Like, they're looking for you.
What did you say to them?
Well, I said I didn't know you.
Good.
But there's people looking for you and they say they want to hurt you. They want to kill you.
Okay. There's nothing I can do about that.
Aren't you worried?
I can't be worried right now.
Why not?
I can't be worried because I know what I got myself into. There's no time for me to be worrying about things and whatnot. It's not even your place, you know. So.
What do you mean it's not my place?
It has nothing to do with you. It's my life.
It's ruining my reputation. Everyone knows about it.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Well, you can. You can stop.
I've already told you I'm not going to stop.
Why not?
I'm never ever going to stop doing
Why?
what I do. I already told you why I do. I do it for Jack and my own self.
Get a job, maybe?
I'm not getting a job.
Why not? I'm sure a job will pay way better.
I've already explained this to you thousands and thousands of times, and I'm not gonna go into them deals again. Because right now you're kind of just irritating me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're irritating me.
Why don't you just leave things?
What do you mean?
Just leave it.
I'm worried about you.
You don't have to be worried about me. I already told you I'm a big boy.
You can stop. You don't have to do it.
I already told you I'm not gonna stop, and there's nothing you can do or say that's gonna change my mind. I already told you why I got into this. What I get out of it. Without doing this, then I'm nothing. And you don't understand that yet. So you keep on doing what you do and I'll keep on doing what I do. If we're gonna talk, don't talk to me about not shutting or trying to talk me out of doing it, because it's not gonna work.
Well, maybe one day I can get in your head that it's dangerous and you're gonna get hurt.
I like that you're caring, but I don't feel him anymore, you know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, if you're doing it for Jack, you could do something else way better for him, something that won't get you hurt, because then he'll worry. If you're dead, how is that doing that for Jack?
I wouldn't know because I'm dead. I'm
So
sorry,
you'd be
but that's the
hurting your
reality
family?
of things. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of things. Okay? It's a black and white world. Now I'm gonna go out for some air.
I weren't proud of the things I got up to. But who's supposed to look out for my brother and my mum? One time I remember Jack fell into the canal as a kid, and I was the one who rescued him. Not my mum, not a boyfriend or Jack, but me. After that day I promised Jack I'd always look out for him. After all, he was my little brother, and on top of that, he never seemed to be happy with himself. I joined a gang and started getting this drug. It was called Hope, and this was the only way I could get it and move it on without giving any profit back. So yeah, you could say I was rolling it in. But I just wanted to make people feel positive inside. Mostly Jack. Because he was my little brother. And it was only us. There has only ever been us. Yeah. The drug is banned in some quarters in the league or in other countries, but I was selling them in tablet form. It's known as a tree of knowledge. It comes in different flavours. Orange, blackberry and apple flavour. My best friend Alicia's favourite colour was blackberry. Alicia got addicted to Hope, and it wasn't pretty. She became a different person. Now I don't know who killed me, but I wouldn't be surprised if Alicia had something to do with it. Just to get her hands on Hope.
I don't really know Jack as much as I should, but no one really does know him. I mean, he hardly talks.
All that matters was me and her in that moment. Then we had our first date. We went on a boat trip around Regent's Park. She was wearing the most gorgeous red dress. I was wearing a nice black suit. It was perfect. She held me close. Everything was great. So how do you explain yesterday? I can't keep doing this anymore. Come on, babe. Just tell me I love you. I just want to have an honest relationship.
It's finished.
What? Come on, babe.
Oh, no, stop it. I said it's finished.
Come on.
Thank you.
Babe, come back.
He just sat in there in his room reading a book or something. I don't know what to say. He's a bit odd. He'd never hurt John. They had a few arguments, but what siblings don't argue? I was around the night before and everything seemed fine, and I don't really understand all this. I'm still coming to terms with it. Of course I missed John. He was my best friend. He was the closest person to me, and he gave really good advice. And
that's for killing his brother. I mean, I know he was weird and had a lot of anxiety, but a murderer? Nah. He wouldn't even have the balls, let alone having it.
Jack Smith, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of John Smith. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be held against you in a court of law at a future date. Jack Smith resides at 20 Old Street, Hackney, London. The suspect's nodding to confirm his address. Jack, did you have an altercation with your brother John on the night of his murder? And did you indeed threaten to kill him on that night? Jack, how can you explain being by your brother's dead body on the night of his death? Subject unresponsive to all lines of questioning. Interview terminated. 4:52.
Jack Smith. I mean, he seems like a great guy and everything, and I understand he wants to have a peaceful death at the bottom of the ocean instead of having a rope choke the life out of him, but who cares? To think I'd be not only the youngest judge in the country, but the first to hang a dirty criminal since 1982. Or whenever it was, I don't know. Either way, Queen Elizabeth is going to be shaking my hand. Actually, I think I'd prefer Prince William. Wait, who's the one who likes to party? Prince Harold? Whatever. All I'm saying is that 10 years down the line, all the little school kids are going to be running around writing little essays about me.
So, Jack, how are they treating you in there? You know, last night made me laugh. I was thinking about when you told me you wanted to be drowned. You know, it's just really funny that you'd make such a ridiculous request. I mean, what even made you think that you'd be able to do that?
Well, I still want to be drowned. Because, as I said, the last time, water is where I belong. It's the most peaceful place. And some of my best times have been in water.
So, how do you feel now that you know it's not going to happen?
Also, I was already depressed, so it's not gonna add anything.
And have you spoke to your parents since you came here?
Me?
You've just spoken to no one?
Well, I spoke to my mum once, but...
And what did she say?
Me.
She just said me.
She just said some stuff.
What did she say?
Like, I know you would never do it. You're such a good boy.
Confused. Well...
All that innocent stuff.
So... Well, what are you going to do with your last few days on Earth behind bars?
I don't know.
Come on, you must have a plan for something, you know?
I don't know, I'm not one of those people who ever wrote a bucket list. Like,
you've got to live your life to the fullest, you know?
how I'm trapped in this thing. How am I meant to live life in prison?
I don't know. Take advantage of what you have.
Like what?
Well, I know that you can't go to fancy restaurants like me and just roll in money now that you've got this amazing case in your hands, but, you know, just appreciate the best things in life are free, they say.
I might send a letter to Amy, but...
Saying what?
Saying I don't know, I'm about to die.
And you think she'll care? This Amy person?
We went out for 10 months. So
and she left you for a bully. I don't think she cares.
Well, you've never met her, so...
Well, from what you've told me, if someone leaves you for someone who bullies you, I don't think she cares.
Well, you don't know her like I do.
So what are you going to write in this letter?
I'm finally gonna die, I'll miss you.
And do you think she'll miss you? You don't sound very confident. Do you wish you were here right now?
No.
Well, sorry about that. Well, it was nice speaking to you. Have fun, and yeah, see you next week with a rope round your neck. Bye.
To my dearest Amy, I'm on death row now and missing you. I blame you for everything. It's your fault I'm in this mess. If you hadn't have left me, I wouldn't have gone to the canal and they wouldn't have arrested me. Don't you remember the fun we had? We were perfect together. We were the power couple. We were jammy. You ruined everything. You ran off with Bruce. You monster. How could you? I loved you. Can you come and visit me so we can sort this out and talk? I hope you're happy now that I'm going to die. Enjoy your life with Bruce. I'll be watching from hell. Jack.
Comment tu vas?
Bien. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
How's life with Bruce?
Je sais pas, parce que moi et lui c'est fini.
C'est parfait!
Pour qui?
I thought maybe us.
Quoi?
I thought maybe this means we could get back together. You know.
I don't know.
You have to admit, we did have something.
Yes, but not now. Give me time and I'll give you an answer.
I don't have time. I'm going to die.
I think maybe next week.
There isn't gonna be a next week. I die tomorrow.
Tu vas pas mourir.
Yes, I do. So, stop speaking French.
thought maybe we could have dinner after this.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plans. The end of everything that stands. The end, no safety or surprise. The end, I'll never look into your eyes again.